I want to turn now, Paul, again, what led our newscast at 5 o'clock and all day long, of course, the development now with this guilty plea today in terms of the Tops mass shooting case. We know that Peyton Gendron, the young suspect here, the young man, when he's sentenced in February, is going to get life without the chance of parole. But there is also this federal case which is death penalty eligible. How does what happened today impact how that federal case moves forward, if at all? Because that seems to be one of the big questions that's out there today.
Well, I think that the strategy by the defense lawyers here appeared to be, we'll have him plead in state court, admit all of these, and admit every single murder. And then we say to the panel that decides on the federal side whether to ask for the death penalty, he's mitigated the situation, he's accepted responsibility. The families do not have to go through a trial. If you offer us a federal plea without capital punishment, we'll plead guilty. I mean, it seems like that's the play. Now, it's a little dicey because when they admitted today to the state charges, they really have now admitted facts that could get him convicted of a death penalty charge. So it's a shoot here to see whether or not they can avoid the death penalty by this strategy.
Finally, Paul, I've got about a minute left. It doesn't seem that this is going to end with just this defendant, right? Whether we're talking about state court or federal court, that stuff plays out. It seems like there could still be these civil actions against social media companies, the defendant's parents. How do you see all of that moving forward in the context of seeking justice for what happened in all this?
Well, I think it's a real stretch to hold the parents in. There are some laws about responsibility of parents, but the amount that they would be responsible for is minimal. As far as the social media is concerned, you need knowledge and you need to further something. You know, there's something called the Travel Act, which is on the federal side. And if they could show that they had knowledge that these things were being used to advance crimes, you know, that is a potential theory. But it is a real long stretch here to try to hold in social media companies. At the moment, you know, they're not really regulated. They're private companies. And there is a lot of legislation being contemplated to try to regulate them in some way so they can't be abused like this.
Local defense attorney and 2 on Your Side legal analyst Paul Cambria. Paul, always great to see you. Thanks for your insight on this.